Hi, I'm Adam, this is my metal detector, and that's a beach. Welcome to D-Tekt Sussex. Alright, just setting up again on the beach. Thank you for joining me again today. I hope you're all well. Brand new beach for me today, not done this one before. I've got my headphones on, you may have noticed from the intro. I've picked a spot where the local park run is happening as I do this. So there's a lot of people about, so I don't want them being annoyed by all the beeps. So you might not hear quite so many beeps in this episode, but that's because I've got my headphones on. I'm also trying a couple of new bits of kit out today that I've got this week. Ordinarily I'd have a small pouch on my left hand belt, I'd have my pinpointer on my right hand side of my belt, I'd have a fines box in my pocket, I'd have phone in this pocket, I'd have all sorts of things scattered all over me. So I've got myself a new bag. Can't see it very well on this, I know, but it goes around the waist and around the leg, and it's quite comfortable, quite big, quite well made, quite pleased with it. Also got a bit of Velcro across the top here, which I might get a little D-Tekt Sussex patch made up for and stick that on there. That might look quite cool. The other thing I'm trying out today is this. I normally have a little bit of small Tupperware, grotty bit of Tupperware that I put all my fines in, but I thought I'd try this out. This is opens up into a case, and you can put sort of your nicer fines in. So any coins, rings, that kind of thing that I find, I'll pop in there and keep it separate from the other tap. So yeah, we'll give that a try today. Let's see what we find. Okay, I'm just walking to the point I'm going to start at. Before I go too far though, I thought I'd show you the settings I'm using. So similar to last week, just the bottom three discriminated out, not too off the top of the sensitivity. Otherwise, ready to go. Okay, I've got a signal coming up here. You probably can't hear the dings, but I hope you can see the screen. So that kind of area, I'd normally expect this area of the beach to be a bit of aluminium, but let's give it a little dig, see what comes up. Still there. Okay, looks like I've moved it. Just there. Yep, I can see it. Yep, as I thought, just a bit of aluminium. Got to dig it though. It's roughly the same sort of signal you get with a pound coin or similar, so got to dig it, but there we are. First find of the day, a little bit of aluminium. Off to the next. Okay, just had another signal, quite a lot lower, right at the bottom of my discrimination range, and also just tiggering between the bottom and the next one down. So I gave it a quick dig. Let's see what's in there. Take my headphones off. There we go. Okay. Wow, that's a really, really thin bit of metal. Probably aluminium. There we are. Next. Alright, I've got another signal here. More or less slap bang in the middle of the last two. But dead in the middle of where you'd normally expect gold to come up. So I'm not expecting gold, because I never do find gold. But we'll give that a little dig and see what there's. Sorry, see what's there. Put my teeth in today. Nope, got it in the scoop. Let's have a little look. There it is. A bit of scrap metal by the look of it. I'll see if there's something. Got a groove down there. Looks like it was off of what it was originally. Alright, next. Okay, I need to find a way so that you can see my screen a little bit better than this, but hopefully you can see there's a signal there below where I'd expect aluminium to be, but it is jumping up to that sort of level a little bit, so just tiggering between sort of two settings. So it's just there. Just give it a little dig, see what's there. Okay, whatever it is, I think I've picked it up in the scoop. Ah, I can see it already. Yeah, it's another little scrap of aluminium. There we are. I think the shape of them changes the signal you get a little bit. That's why sometimes they tigger about. There we are. Next. Okay, I've just turned so you can see my screen a little bit. I've now got a signal coming up right at the top of the range, sort of tiggering between the top two blocks. Just there. Let's give that a dig and see what it is. Is it that? Oh my goodness. I thought that was a pebble. That is a whopping great chunk of aluminium. Check that out. I was convinced that was a pebble. It's quite heavy too. There we are. Next. Okay, next find out of the hole is a rather large fishing weight. Also one of the bigger ones I found. Various paraphernalia attached. Aha, yep, including fish hooks. So if you are heading out on the beach, watch out. If you find something like this, those things are nasty. They are designed to go through fish's cheeks. They will definitely go through your skin. Always wear gloves. There we are, nice and heavy. Probably the most complete one I found. Okay, onward. Okay, you see that huge gaping hole in the beach I've just dug? Well, it was kind of worth it, because I found my first coin of the day. Give it a clean off. I suspect it's a 2p, judging by size. Clean off. Yeah, 2005, 2p piece. There's the queen side. Get it in the sun so you can see it. And then there's the reverse. Great. Off to the next. Actually, before I go off to the next, this gives me a great opportunity to use my new box for the first time. So let's see, where should we pop it? Let's pop it in that one. There it is. Lovely. Next. Okay, got quite a high signal coming up here. Sort of tiggering between 3 and 4 from the top. So just pinpoint it there. Let's give it a dig. Okay, Okay, it's still down there. Still there. Okay, it's definitely out the hole now. Yeah, there it is. It's over that side of my pile, so let's get the pinpointer and see if we can track it down in there. It's definitely over there. Let's just move around slightly. A little bit of aluminium. There we are. More aluminium for the find box. Moving on. Okay, next find. Here's a ring pull. Moving on. Until I'm getting closer to the promenade now. Another ring pull. Next. Okay, I'll be honest, there's not an awful lot coming out of the beach today. I've been down here for about 2 hours so far, and everything I've found, you've seen. We've got about another hour left, so hopefully we'll find some more stuff as we go. But in the meantime, guess what I've just found? It's not going to be me on a metal detecting hunt unless I find at least one bottle top. Oh, brilliant. Moving on. Okay, I thought I'd just take a moment just to stop for a couple of minutes and tell you about something else that came through the post this week. I'm a member of the National Council for Metal Detecting. It's an organisation that, if you become a member, it's only about £8 a year, and they give you insurance for when you're out and about. So you get a magazine a few times a year. There's all sorts of other information and resources that they have that you can take advantage of. So it's very cheap. If you're thinking about going out with a detector, or if you are going out with a detector and you haven't become a member of these yet, I do highly recommend it. So give them a quick Google. So my membership card for 2020 to 2021 came through today. So my replacement membership card, and with it came this. This is a little cloth patch that was celebrating the 40th anniversary of the NCMD. And yeah, I just thought that was really smart. I wasn't expecting that to come through, so I'll have to find somewhere to sew that onto. So there's their website if you want to go and have a look. I hope it's in focus. www.ncmd.co.uk. So www.novembercharliemikedelta.co.uk. Check them out. There's a lot of information just freely available on the site anyway. But yeah, if you become a member, you get the insurance cover while you're out and about, and lots of other benefits as well. So there we are. Well, it's gold coloured. Oh dear. Another bottle top. Okay, this will be an unusual one. I haven't found one of these before to my memory. We've got ourselves a little cog from some sort of mechanism. It's quite flimsy, but you can just about make out the serrations on the outside. So if you've got any clue as to what that might be from, I'd be very interested. Drop me a comment down below and we'll see if we can identify that. Cool. Moving on. Okay, that's a new one on me. That is a Schrader valve from I presume a bicycle. Possibly I don't think it's from a car. More likely to be a bicycle. Yeah, it'd be a bicycle. Or something similar. There we are. Okay, big hole, can you spot it? Can you spot what I found? Got ourselves a coin. Another coin, it's a 20p piece. Let's have a closer look. There we are, it looks like an old one. It's quite a young looking Elizabeth on that side. 1983 is the date on the back. Let's try and get some of that grot off. You can see it a little bit clearer. There we are. That's very worn down, that one. That's been either here for a long time or quite well used. There we are. So there's the young queen. And there's the Tudor rose on the back. Great stuff. Off we go. Okay, so that coin you've just seen me find, I'm going to pop it in my new box. There's our 2p already in that one. Let's drop it opposite there, in there. I'll put a little review towards the end of the video just before the roundup so you can see what I think about this and the bag, the new bag I'm trying out today as well. Okay, I'm just about to pack up down here on the beach, but I thought before I did that I'd tell you a little bit about how I got on with my new gear this week. So let's have a little look at the finds box first. It's a tortoiseshell style. As I said before, quite rugged feel to it. I'll just pop it open. You can see it's got 12 compartments in there. I've got 2 coins from this hunt in there from today. Now I would say, if I had a criticism of it, these compartments here are not very big. I did think about putting the 20p's in the little compartment and it didn't quite fit. The door did kind of close but just didn't clip into its place, so I think those are a little bit small. So if you find anything really small, then the corner pockets would be fine, but there's plenty of room in these big ones and you can stack up the coins inside, so I'm not too worried about that. The hinge is pretty strong and the clip seems pretty robust as well. I'm not too worried about that breaking anytime soon. It did come with a lanyard, so you can hang it around your neck. I haven't used it today and I don't think I will. I'll just keep it in a pocket for now. The only thing about longevity on this, I'd say, is the doors they just rely on a sort of a plastic hinge. They're not, well, not a hinge as such, just where the plastic's thin and it moves. So I'm not sure how many times you'll move those up and down before that starts to break, but the plastic does feel pretty strong, so who knows, maybe that'll last quite a while. So yeah, quite pleased with that. Quite nice and compact as well, slips in the pocket really easily. So yeah, really pleased. That was about £5 or £6 off of eBay if you just search for tortoise or turtle finds box. That'll come straight up on eBay. There's loads of people selling that on there. And then onto the bag. So yeah, it clips around your waist and on around your leg. I am really impressed with this. It is really it's really well made. It was only about £10, just under. It's got more pockets than I think I'll ever use. So the setup I've had today, I've had my spare action camera batteries in the front here, a few accessories in the back, like the brush I use to clean off some of the artifacts, things I don't use very often, in the back. Lift up this front Velcro flap, it's also got a clip on it. I've got a little pocket there, that's where I kept my NCMD patch for the day. So you can probably keep membership cards and things in there. That zip pocket is where I've had my tortoiseshell. I've got a large compartment in here where I've had my Tupperware and the fishing weights underneath there, where I couldn't fit that in the box. It's got pockets on the side. It's symmetrical, so the pockets on both sides for pinpointer, maybe a trowel, something similar, and then these clip pockets, I guess for pens or smaller tools. And if I just flip it over, These are removable, these straps are removable. You can use it as a shoulder bag as well. And there's a little Velcro pocket under there, which you can store the straps in when you're not using them. The other thing it's got, and the way you can identify this, again, this was an eBay purchase, is there's a Velcro strip here. Now the bag did come with a camouflage patch on there, which I've taken off. It had SWAT, S-W-A-T on it, so you'll easily identify this. Again, just search on eBay for Metal Detecting's finds bag. This will come straight up. Loads of people selling this on there. One thing I will say, be careful of, the descriptions for almost every single one of these I found says that there are anchor points, 2 anchor points on the bag for you to attach your lanyards to for your pinpointer. Now I didn't see them in the picture, and when the bag's turned up, it hasn't got the anchor points on there. I have questioned it with the seller, but they don't seem to be particularly understanding everything I'm telling them. It doesn't matter for me. I've just stuck a carabiner on the side and clipped it to that, so it's no bother to me. A couple of other models of this I've seen, not in the camouflage but in sort of the olive green, do seem to have a couple of plastic D-rings on either side, so I wonder whether they've just copied the description off of that, not realising that they don't appear on every single bag. But not a problem for me. I'm definitely going to keep using this. Yeah, very impressed with that. So yeah, you'll see me using both these on the future hunts, and yeah, I can definitely recommend them as good gear to get. So let's get on with the roundup. Okay, so quite a varied hunt today. Quite a lot of aluminium came up very early on. I switched beaches after that last block of aluminium, and actually found most of the other slightly different things on the following beach. So it's quite interesting to see how different beaches have different types of artifacts on them. I use the term artifacts fairly loosely, obviously. So let's have a little look and see what we found today. So we've got our bottle tops. There's one, yeah, WKD, and then our gold bottle top. Our ring pull, there's one there and another there. A whole range of varying different bits of aluminium, including that huge pebble sized piece there. And there's our fishing weight, solid lead, quite a large one. Lots of additional paraphernalia, including those dangerous fish hooks on there, so we'll make sure we get that well and truly off the beach. We'll come down here and we'll have a look. We've got our Schrader valve. Again, it may be off of a bike, it may be off of something else, I'm not entirely sure. The more I look at it, the more I think it's probably off of something a bit more substantial than a bike, but can't say for sure. And then there's this cog. Again, still not entirely sure what it might be off of. I think maybe a little bit big for a watch or something, but any other ideas? It's a very fine serration on the edge as well. So it may even be a cutting blade or something like that, but it is very, very, very small and very flimsy. So yeah, be interested to see if anyone can identify that for me. And then we'll move on to our coins. So just 2 coins today. There's our 2p, and then there's the 1983 20p. Great stuff. Okay, well, I had a good time today, nice and relaxing on the beach as always. We'll be on another location next week. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you to everyone who's reacted and watched my video from last week showing Kobe the ropes on metal detecting. He's very excited. He was very excited to see the video back, and I've got a very strong feeling he'll be out again with his metal detector very, very soon. Thank you, and welcome to all of my new subscribers. I hope you all have a fantastic week, and I will see you next time.